Hey everyone, and welcome to the RDG Sports Channel with your boy RDG, talking your Commanders. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for just tuning in. Thank you guys for just subscribing. I appreciate you guys. We're 2 away from 500, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. You guys mean a lot to me, straight from the heart. Salute. 500 on down. It's my day ones. We trying to go past 500 would be the next goal. We're on the road to 1,000 after 500. Anyway, today's topic is going to be about, can Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin be one of the top 10 duos of all times? Man, I know a lot of you guys like, come on, dude. They ain't even play a full year together. I get all that. I get all of that, but they are projecting Jahan Dotson to be a #1 wide receiver. And that's the reason why I'm making this video, because I feel, me personally, I feel like Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin both are #1 wide receivers. There's no argument in that. Anybody dispute me, you're just being a hater. You know, you don't know football. You don't know what your eyes is lying to you. Your eyes is lying to you if you don't think Jahan Dotson. Because I know everyone knows, should know, clearly see that Terry McLaurin is #1. But I think a lot of people don't realize that Jahan Dotson is a #1 also. I mean, my eyes don't lie to me, man. The guy can run every route. The guy has speed. He can take the top off defense. He runs every route. The only problem and only the biggest question mark, can he play a full season? He only played one season, and it wasn't a full season. Can he play a full season? I think he can. He's young enough, you know. I think he's durable enough. He was a rookie last year, and they're not used to playing 17 games in college. Maybe he hit that rookie wall. His body wasn't used to that, you know. So now I think he went through the rigors already. He went through a full season now. He didn't play a full season, but he still went through. He still played out the season, you know. So let's see, can he play a full year? If he could play a full year and get over 1,000 yards, you gotta, you know, if he could do it the very next year, and he put up another 1,000 yards, and him and Terry McLaurin both put up 1,000 yards, you got to start mentioning those guys, you know, in the conversation. This is a hypothetical video, as far as like, I'm just trying to test the waters a little bit and see what the Commanders fans out there are thinking. You know, you thinking like me? Do you think these guys can potentially, hypothetically, be the greatest, not the greatest, but in the top 10 of the greatest duos of all times? Because I got a list right here with 11 of the best duos of all time. I'm going to sound the list off, but I'm going to give you guys my opinion on who I think these guys can compare to, you know. And surprisingly on this list, I think a couple of swappings need to be made. I think one particular group need to be higher than the one that's slated in front of them. And I'm gonna tell you the ones, and I'm gonna tell you who I think Terry McLaurin is. Two particular duos that Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson reminds me of. We're gonna go with number 11, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. We have number 10, Tyreek Hill and Jaden Wall. Sitting at number 9, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt. You have number 8, Lynn Swann, John Stallworth. At number 7, Mark Clayton, Mark Duper. At number 6, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne. We have at number 5, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, I'm sorry. Number 4, Larry Fitzgerald, and Quan Bolden. And number 3, Randy Moss, Wes Welker. Number 2, Jerry Rice, John Taylor. And number 1, Randy Moss, Chris Carter. Now, I 90% agree with that list. I'm going to tell you which ones that need to be swapped. Sitting there at number 5, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins need to go down to number 9 in exchange for the Rams, Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt. No way Jamar Chase and Higgins is better than those two guys. For one, they didn't play with each other long enough. I think Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, I think they played with each other. Let me see if they have the stats of how long they played. These guys played together a long time, from Holt's rookie season, which was 99, that ended with a Super Bowl victory on the way through the 2007. In the year 2000, under Mike Martz, the Rams averaged nearly 34 points per game. Bruce was targeted 135 times. Holt was targeted 139 times. They combined for 274 receptions for 3,100 yards, 194 per game, and 15 touchdowns. Need I say more? Need I say more? Those two was electrifying. And you know who they remind me of? Speaking of those two, Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt remind me of Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson. I swear to goodness, they remind me of those guys. Isaac Bruce was a smooth route runner. You know, he could take the top off defense. I'm comparing him to Terry McLaurin. He was so smooth with it, man. And Torrey Holt, take the top off defense, can do it all also. 2 number 1 wide receivers. These guys was electrifying. That's why they was nicknamed the greatest show on turf. The other two that I compare those guys to was the great Jerry Rice and John Taylor. Jahan Dotson reminds me of John Taylor. You know, he really does. And Terry McLaurin I'm sorry. John Taylor reminds me of Terry McLaurin, and Terry McLaurin reminds me of John Taylor. You know, Jerry Rice and Jahan Dotson was kind of something. Jahan Dotson is just so smooth with it, man. He make it look graceful out there, man. He just I don't know how to describe his route running, man. He just make those guys look silly out there, man. It just real smooth the way he cutting in and out his route at the top of the route. It's just smooth with it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like he gracefully does it, man. Jerry Rice, man, is a Hall of Famer. John Taylor, Hall of Famer. When I'm comparing those guys to Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Jerry Rice, John Taylor, you know, those 4 guys are Hall of Famers. And I'm comparing those guys to those guys because I see what my eyes tell me. You know, my eyes don't lie to me, man. You know, and those guys only gonna get better. I'm talking about Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson. Those guys only gonna get better. They 2 number 1 wide receivers. Everybody on this list are number 1 wide receivers. Even though they're duos, they just happen to play on the same team. You know, that's why they the greatest duos of all time is 11. You know, me personally, the only reason why I think I know I digress, but still, I'm going to do it anyway. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith is better than the duo of Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin, only because they played with each other for a year. Had Jahan Dotson not gotten hurt and they played a full year, I believe that their numbers will mimic these guys' numbers, you know, easily. And because they went to the Super Bowl, I think that helped them, you know, because you had guys like Michael Irvin and Alvin Harper, you know, but of course a lot of people didn't view Alvin Harper as a number 1. They viewed him as a great complementary player to Michael Irvin, a number 2. And I'll have to say he was a 1B because he played against us. I've seen him play, you know. And he was lights out to me. He used to always kill us. You know, without Alvin Harper, would they have won those Super Bowls? I don't know. It remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. He was a big part of why they won the Super Bowl. It took a lot of pressure on Michael Irvin. He was able to do what he wanted to do out there because he had Alvin Harper on the upper side. But anyway, I just think, I don't know if I even got to, did I say Tyreek Hill and Jada? Oh, yeah, I did say those two. Yeah. But everybody else is where they need to be, Yeah, everybody else is particularly where they need to be. And I think in due time, those guys will be on that list also. I 90% agree with that list. That list is spot on, it really is. And I think Jahan Dotson, which is a number one. A lot of people don't think so, but I do. Terry McLaurin, definitely a number one. I just think those guys will soon enough be on that list, and deservingly so. I think they're gonna do a lot of damage this year. Some people are going to be surprised by how much damage. They're going to be unstoppable this year. I think so. I think if they utilize correctly, and everybody stays healthy, I think these guys are going to put up big numbers this year. I don't see no reason why they shouldn't. As long as Sam Howell protects the ball and be aggressive, and ericbieniemy calls plays the way he did in Kansas City, whether he assisted on calling plays or whatever. So far this preseason, he looked lights out to me. So, and that's all I can go by what I see and what I have seen in the past from ericbieniemy. That's all I can go by, what I've seen in the past and what I see out there now as far as the preseason. So I think moving forward, if those guys can stay healthy and get good quarterback play and good play calling, this offense should be unstoppable. You got the likes of Logan Thomas coming back. You got Cole Turner out there shining and gaining confidence out there. He led the team in receptions in preseason with 10. The guy was making big clutch first downs after first downs. He was taking big hits. Yeah, that's the way I like my tight end to play. Only thing I see a weakness in this game is he need to become a better route runner, work on his route running skills, and work on his blocking skills before he become elite. He's on his way to becoming elite if he can work on those things right there. If he can do those things, yeah, he can easily be an elite tight end in this league. He has good size, he has great catch radius, he has good speed for a tight end, and he can get separation, but he need to work on his little bit more crisper on his routes, on the tight end route tree. If he can hone in on all those tight end route trees and become a little bit more crisper and sharper in his routes and block just a little better on the line of scrimmage, yeah, this guy he'll be an elite tight end. You guys heard it first. He can work on that during the season. He can become that during the season. Just got to keep practicing and keep working at it. But anyway, like I said, I think that Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin can be a top duo in this league within this year. I know some people want to see more from those guys, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you don't need to see more. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you really don't need to see more. Javonte Smith and Brown is prime examples of that. They only played with each other one season. And look what they did. They already cracked the top 11. 11, because this list consists of 11 duos, and they're number 11. So anything could be done, So it remains to be seen. Hypothetical, like I said, hypothetical video. That I think that it can be reaches potential. I think that duo right there can reach its potential, and I think they will. Well, anyway, this has been your boy Albert Deasy. That's all I got for you today, and I thank the people who just subscribed. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.